Hi everybody, I'm going to show you how to remove the seeds, the veins, and roast poblano peppers the easy way. Now I know many of you avoid roasting poblano peppers because after you steam them, you've got to deal with the slimy wet seeds, and that is a mess and it takes forever. But today I'm going to show you how I've been doing it for years without the mess. Easy, step by step. Let's get started. So I've got my poblano peppers right here. See, now I've washed them and they're nice, clean, and dry. Now I can be picky when I'm out shopping for poblano peppers here in the valley because we've got tons of them. All the grocery stores have tons of them here. So we're very blessed to be able to be picky with them. Now when I'm shopping for poblano peppers, I look for the ones that will lay flat like this without a problem, see? Because when I roast them, I don't want them moving around. I want them to just sit still. And I usually pick out the ones that will do that. I'm gonna pick out the highest peak right here. See, I've got a small knife and I'm gonna do a little incision coming across like this and then down like that. See, very easy. It's not a problem, just like that, because this will help you get the seeds out. See, and I come to about right there, see? So now with my knife, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna cut the little pith off. That's the little ball that holds the big bunch of seeds in here. So I'm just gonna cut it like this. Be careful. See? Then I'm gonna turn it around. Now you can use gloves if you want to. I don't usually use gloves because I'm so used to doing this, you know, and it doesn't bother me, but you can use gloves. See? See how it all pops out? And try not to break them because, you know, they can break easy if you're not careful. And they're nice and clean from the inside. See? And look at this. It looks perfect. Not a problem. So I'm going to show you another one. See? This one lays real nice and flat like that. I'm going to get my knife. I'm going to make an incision coming across like this. And then down to about the middle right there. See? I'm going to open it up. And with a knife, I'm going to cut the little pith like this. See, and separate it, and then just get it out right here. See? And then go in with your fingers. Just move them around. Make sure that they're all nice and loose. And just throw them out. Make sure that it's nice and clean. I think I've got them all. Yes, they're real nice and clean from the inside. See? And this is going to be perfect for chile rellenos. If you need your roasted poblano peppers for strips or rajas, then I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to cut around here like this. Carefully. Be careful with your knife. And go all the way around. See, just like this. And then this is just going to come out. See, all the seeds. And then I'll just hit it a little bit. And get all those seeds to just fall out. Get your veins. And all the seeds are out. See? Nice and clean from the inside. Just like this. Now you're going to do the same thing if you want to dice them into pieces. Because it just depends what you're going to fix. So here they are. I've got 2 for dicing or strips, rajas. And I've got 2 for chile rellenos. Now we can take them to the stove so I can show you how I roast them. Now I'm going to be roasting them right here on my stove top. But as you can see, I've got a glass top and this is not always the easiest way to do it. But I do have a small cake cooling rack, see? But if I put my cake cooling rack right here, you know, it's real high from the bottom. So what I do is I remove this and it comes off real easy. See? There's one. And here's the other one. So now I'm able to put it nice and flat right here in the bottom. And I'm going to wait till it gets a little hot. Just like that. See? And I'm going to set my poblano peppers right here on top. And you're going to hear them starting to pop. That means that they're starting to roast. So I'm going to be flipping them around slowly so they can be roasting real nice, and they're gonna start getting nice and dark. See, just like this. Now, as you can see, they're nice and charred. Look at that. So I've got a big bowl right here. I'm gonna get them out, and I'm gonna put them into my bowl right here. I'm gonna turn off the heat because I want them to steam. I'll cover it up. And that's good, just like that. And I'm gonna leave them in here for about 10 to 15 minutes until they get real nice and steamy. So it's been about 15 minutes and my peppers have been in here steaming. See? Now they're nice and soft, but yet they're still nice and firm, which is what we want. That's why you don't want to over roast them, because then they get real limpy. Now, what I like to do is with a knife, look at this, see? We'll do it on this side, really nice and easy. Now, you can use the knife like this, the way I'm doing it, or you can just use your fingers like this and take it off carefully. See, just like that. Just whatever works for you. Now, you can also get a napkin like this, and then just rub it on top and it all comes off. And I think all these methods work pretty good. And as you can see, there's no messing around with the slimy seeds or anything like that. And that's it. See how pretty that is? Just perfect. Now I'm gonna open it up just like this. Then you can just cut it into strips as long as you want. Now, when I want strips, I usually cut it in half like this, and then I just cut the strips as wide as you want. These are your rajas. See the nice strips? And then you just continue doing it all like that. If you want them longer, you're just gonna cut them from one end to the other, like this. And they'll be nice and long. And here are your strips, or your rajas. See how nice these look? So I'm gonna set this aside. So this one would be for my chile relleno, see? And I'm gonna do the same with this one. I like to use a knife, but you can use your fingers or you can use a napkin, whatever works for you. See some tiny little bits of skin? Don't worry about it. They work out just fine, just like this. Look at how pretty this is. Now they are ready to fill. Look at the inside. See? You can fill them with cheese, potatoes, beef, anything you like. And this one is ready. Look at how easy this comes off. If you need it diced, not a problem. You just go at it, just like this. And you know the good thing about these poblano peppers is that you can put them in your freezer. I do that sometimes. So what I do is prepare them like this, and then I put them in a freezer container and I put them in the freezer. Now, I've never left them in there that long. I let them thaw and they're perfect. Look at this. And these are ready to go. Look at how pretty this is. And look at the inside. It's ready to fill. So this is a lot easier than you thought, you see? So here are my poblano peppers for chile rellenos. And here are my diced poblano peppers. You can dice them as small as you want or as big as you want, see? And here are my rajas. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Send me a comment and tell me what you think of this method and if you think it'll work for you. Thank you.